Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm your host A.C.E Models. We're in the model workshop today. So technically I'll be showing you what I've been building and what I'm working on, as well as maybe a quick tour. Obviously we won't do the full tour because obviously that will be later on down the line, but mainly we were doing the little nooks and crannies and also my top 10 best models for beginners. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, grab a hot chocolate if you want, and let's start this show. Hey guys, welcome back. Right, so as you can see, this is going to be my top 5. It should be top 10, but obviously I can't get to most of the kits because they are huge and actually they're more advanced kits for someone like a beginner. So this is my top 5 beginners kits. So in my fifth spot is this. It is, I can get it on camera, the McLaren 765 litre. It is a nice car. I've seen people build this online. It is quite a good car. It is recommended as a starter set, so it's going to be easier for those beginners. I haven't yet come to build it because it's still in my stash, which is a lot. Once I've done this, what I'll do is I'll fire my computer up and we will have a look at my spreadsheet, which has all the models on it. Yeah, all of them. So yeah, this is at number 5 for my top 5 best beginner models. It's the McLaren 765 litre. At number 4 is this. The Sherman Firefly. Best tank ever. This is the new tooling, so this is the starter set type tooling, not the original tooling. The original tooling is more of an advanced kit because it has the rubber tracks and you're having to heat it and weld it and put the tracks on. This one, the starter set comes with pre-built tracks, or you can have the option of building them in plastic rather than in the rubber. So yeah, at number 4 is the Sherman Firefly. Right, and at number 3 guys, is this. The Curtis P40 Warhawk. This is the one that was at Pearl on December the 7th, 1941 during the attack. So yeah. It's for this scheme. On the back here, you can kind of see, guys, it's a bit unfocusable. Come on, camera, focus. Right, so this one is for the 6th Pursuit Squadron, 18th Pursuit Group, Wheelam Field, Ohio, Hawaii, December 1941. So this is my number 3 kit for beginners. It's super easy. I've built one of these. It is a piece of cake to put together. It's a simple scheme, so it's good for beginners. And this is why it's at my number 3 spot. Right, at number 2, guys, is the best aircraft that we've ever produced in the United Kingdom. In real life, it is the Hawker Hurricane Mark 1. The Hawker Hurricane served with distinction throughout our empire during the war, serving in Britain during the Battle of Britain, obviously made famous in that 1969 movie, of the same name. So yeah, this is the Hurricane for France of 1940. So technically it has got a little bit of a harder scheme to it, but it's still easy. Obviously you have you can see here, the white and black wings, because they flew in the early days of the war with white and black wings. They then copped that idea very, very blinking quickly because it was being easy enough for the Germans to spot. So yeah, and then they went over to the Beijing sites. But this aircraft, its actual real cousin, served with distinction throughout our empire and was brilliant in wars. So this is why, and this is an awesome model kit. I have built multiple Hurricanes. The last one I built, which was a starter kit version, which happened to be a gift set, was a really good kit to put together. So this is why this is at my number 2 spot. And finally, guys, everybody will say this, your number 1 spot for an Airfix kit or any model kit has to be this kit. I agree with them. Some people disagree. Some people say that it's actually the Hurricane or like the Tiger Moth, but they're more advanced kits. They're not like proper basic simple starter kits or easy kits for like Joe Blogs to get into the hobby, or Celine Dion or something to get into the hobby. So this kit is at my number 1 spot. It is Supermarine Spitfire. This is the most simplest kit to put together. It only has 5 steps, but it is a beauty once she's built. She looks and builds like a Spitfire. This one is for 19 Squadron, based out of, I believe, Biggin Hill, which is, according to my little mappy thing, bear with, I will spin you guys around. Yep, so here we have a little mappy thing, and then basically 19 Squadron is going to be Biggin Hill, which is, yeah, part of 11 group, 11 group's operations room. I also have it up for 12 group, 13 group, 12 and 13 group, which is Scotland and North East. 10 group, West of England. 11 group, London and South East. 13 group, Scotland and North East. And then 12 group, Midlands. So, yeah, still have that up. It's quite a good poster. So, yeah, bear with me. Let's turn you back. So, yeah, so this is then why this kit is at my number 1 spot, which is the Supermarine Spitfire. I will catch you in a bit, guys, and I'll show you what I've been working on. Bye for now. Hi guys, welcome back. Right, so this is what I've been working on. Basically, 90% of all the kits are over on my other shelf. They are pretty much done, with the exception of a couple that need working on, like paint and using as testing pieces. But the other ones, they're waiting on decaling up, and then they'll go on my display shelf. But what I've been currently working on, and it's finished right now, it's just final fettling touches to be done to it. It's this. This is the Royal Naval Blackburn Buccaneer in 1/48 scale. Beautiful tooling, beautiful kit. It builds super nicely. Yep, and that's what I can say about this kit. It is so detailed. You can't really see, but I put the transfers on the ejector seats, because obviously I wanted it without the pilots in, so that the canopy could be on the flight deck, canopy shop, the wings open, so it looks proper rather than have the crew in there and hide most of the detail. So yeah, yeah, this is like quite a nice little model. It feels really cute. It feels really nice. Obviously, they suggest you put nose weight in here, so I did. I put some nose weight in here, and then I went overkill. Flooded the 2 side pieces here with nose weight, and then obviously put some nose weight in the midsection just here, just around this bit, with some blue tack and some BB shots and stuff to hold it in place so it stays properly upright. So if I now go like that, and then pan the camera around, you can see it's sat on the workbench quite happily. So yeah, that's about it, guys. So what I'll do is I'll just plop you, I'll pop the aircraft over there. Oops, so yeah, this is also what I'm working on now. It's just it's not fully done yet. It's still got to do the work on the ejector seats, but this is a bit of it. This is, there we go. This is the cockpit section and cockpit tub weight pot for the Avro Vulcan. The Avro Vulcan being a big delta wing bomber built in the 1950s in real life, and served distinction with distinction as part of QRA, or Quick Reaction Alert, back in the day, carrying Blue Steel, the nuclear warhead that we had before we got Polaris and we transferred it to the Royal Navy. And then this particular aircraft that I'm doing in Scheme B, and within Scheme B, is the one that flew down to the Falklands during that famous operation that they took a fleet of Victor tankers and a lone Vulcan flew all the way down to the Falklands to bomb Port Stanley to then come all the way back here. So yeah, and then this is also what I'm working on. I've just put the wings on now. It is a Harrier jump jet. My theory being I'm going to make this into a diorama so that this is sat on like a flight deck scene with a Harrier, and then next to it will be like a little plaque for it. But this scheme is going to be of Scheme B, Scheme A, sorry, which is X-Ray Zulu 459/25 HMS Hermes, so one of the aircraft carriers that went down. Her air group, Operation Corporation, South Atlantic, May-June 1982. I was going to do the Invincible, but then I thought, nah, the Invincible's like a big capital ship, and she was a capital ship at the time, alongside Hermes. But Hermes was a beauty. She was the only one of her class ever built. There was supposed to be a few of her built, or a few of her sisters built, but unfortunately, due to budget cuts and everything, we scrapped half the ideas and basically ended up with one Centaur class light aircraft carrier being HMS Hermes. When she was first commissioned back in the 50s, she was commissioned as a strike carrier, so she used to carry Buccaneers, Phantoms, Gannets, all the things that HMS Ark Royal, when she was a strike carrier, carried. And then obviously she then became a commando carrier, so she used to carry helicopters and occasionally some fixed wing aircraft, but mainly it was helicopters. And then in the 80s or late 70s, early 80s, she was then refitted again. She was refitted to carry the VTOL. She was converted to VTOL capabilities, which meant she had her flight deck reinforced a bit more, and her the famous pictures that you see of within the Falklands incident of 1982 of aircraft taking off that flight deck. That on her, that's the bit that they added, which was the famous nose jump, as we call it, the ski jump. That was the famous bit that was added to the flight deck so that they could launch Harriers off the flight deck to get them into the air. So then she was due to be sold to, I think it was Australia or some country, but the deal didn't go through, and obviously she was mothballed and prepared to be decommed and then towed away for scrapping. But in 1982, the Argentinians decided, we'll invade that little blob in the Atlantic, and yeah. And then the rest is history. You know about the rest of it because it's known as the Falklands War. And obviously HMS Hermes went down. She went down from Portsmouth Dockyard alongside another one of her ships, HMS Invincible. HMS Hermes Invincible and a flotilla of mid-naval warships, obviously Type 42s, Type 23s, and a couple of Type 82s as well. Well, one Type 82, HMS Bristol. They all went down to the Falklands to provide maritime patrol, but on the way down they were hoping and praying that the diplomats could sort it out with a diplomatic peace deal. But unfortunately it didn't work out, and obviously the British invaded recaptured the Falkland Islands, and that's how the Vulcan came into effect, of blowing half of the Port Stanley's runway to bits because they were dropping bombs and stuff on it. But yeah, that's the theory. I'm going to do this as the HMS Hermes Harrier, and then once this is done I'm going to give it to my dad as a present, so that he's got it as a present for it. I've also got another one I'm trialling, which is this. This is going to be a road, so this is going to have like pavements either side. Obviously the road isn't ready yet, and then I'm going to put the Bugatti Veyron or not the Bugatti, Bugatti Chiron on it. So that the Bugatti Chiron's got something to sit on and look pretty on. But yeah, the plan now, guys, is I'm going to end the video here. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you had enjoyed this video. I was your host, A.C.E Models. Today we were in the modelling room and you got to see what I was working on and obviously what I've completed. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Have a pleasant rest of your day and I'll catch you on the next one, which might be tomorrow actually, because my plan for tomorrow is I'm going to go to the Watercress line because they've got their day out Thomas on. But I'm not going to go in. I'm just going to go out to Northside and do a bit of filming of the locos and see if I can find that famous little blue tank engine. So I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.